Hello and welcome to today's video diary for finding my way with Pi, purpose, intention, and emotion. I just want to reflect on serendipity a little bit. What I mean is, when you meet someone and they connect you with someone else, or you get together with a longtime friend and they connect you with someone else, or you are in a class with someone and they reach out to you about an idea they had, and then suddenly conversations are rolling. It's just those scenarios. Some people maybe call this synchronicity, also serendipity, like in the right place at the right time for possibilities and opportunities to show up. I wonder if serendipity and synchronicity are really very similar. And I'm experiencing both a lot lately. And what has occurred to me is that it's a natural process and a natural unfolding of transitioning from energies and efforts on the daily video diaries and finding my way with Pi into the things that are coming next. And yet they're all interconnected and all such a meaningful and significant part of my journey. Because remember, a journey, even when you're working toward an aim or a goal, the journey is in all the small steps that it takes along the way. And each of these connections, each of these ideas, each of the conversations, all of the things that I'm experiencing are a small step, and they make a difference and contribute to the journey. They are part of it. And so here's the other piece of it. It's not something that's out there in the future. It's here now. So I have before said what my dreams are, right? Because when you speak your dreams, when you write them down, when you have intention behind it and you commit to it, when you give them space in the world through the written word or the verbal speaking of them, or sharing them with friends, or taking efforts to enable yourself to be able to do that, like invite others to help build it with you and continue your studies that will contribute to what you will be able to give as you're building your dream, and all of those types of things. That's how they take shape in the world. If we only ever hold it inside, then it can't really happen. So it's more than just a vision board. It is helping it take shape in the world. And so I've been doing that very intentionally this year through this whole process of finding my way with Pi. And what I'm finding is that as I speak those dreams and those intentions out loud, that it could be just something that seems, ordinary, but becomes an extraordinary interaction or opportunity. So I'm just thinking about how that lends to the natural transition into the next thing. So finding my way with Pi has, from the beginning, been a 1-year personal growth experiment for me, and it really has turned into a transformative journey. And I now am working towards fulfilling my dreams and living my dreams. And the coolest part about that is that while there are things I still want to build, I am in the journey of building my dream right now. So wouldn't you call that living the dream right now? And I don't mean in that silly way like we used to say when I worked in the office in corporate America. How you doing? Living the dream. Like, it was always the joke when it was like very sarcastic and nobody was living the dream because everyone was suffering. So this really is the meaning of that in a non-sarcastic way, that it's all interwoven, it is all interconnected, and I can let this naturally unfold. I do like to do things in a meaningful, thoughtful, and conscious way. And so I will continue thinking about, how do I want to wrap up this 1 year journey? And also, how do I want to celebrate it? I don't want to forget to do that, because anytime someone takes time for themselves to discover themselves and find their voice and do the hard work that it takes to heal and go through that process, it should be celebrated. In fact, the organization that I am working on creating, this community for whole being, one of our mission in the world is to have the quest for whole being and self-discovery be prioritized and celebrated. And so what better way for me to help bring that energy than to do that for myself? So I'm going to figure out a way to add that celebration in some fun type of way, some creative type of way. Maybe it will be a video, maybe it will be a compilation of the lessons from Pi, or maybe it will be what the journey was and so many steps. It'll be something that is commemorates for me, and I guess just what this milestone feels like. I'm so grateful to have been able to take this time to heal, to discover myself, and to figure out how to make my dreams come alive and to pursue them. It's a very scary thing to do, and I want to be very intentional about saying it does not happen alone. So I think that there's this myth in our culture, in the US anyways, that success is just for a hardworking individual, and that it's all about just how much effort and work you put into it, and it depends solely on you. And if you can't get success, then that's solely on you. And I don't personally buy into that. I don't think that's true. Humans are social creatures, and the social networks and the way we are all connected, even emotionally, is so incredibly significant to our success. There's you've heard me talk about Ubuntu, the South African philosophy, and it really is like, I am because we are. It's like this, we all exist together and depend on each other. And that is still true to this day, even though our society has done a really good job convincing us otherwise. I think this is one of the reasons why we have such an epidemic of loneliness and depression, is the separation and disconnection that we have from each other, and we are living organisms together. And I think we need this. So I'm hoping to cultivate that culture and that environment in this community that I'm building, of belonging and connection where people can thrive and help support and encourage each other so we flourish. Because the truth is, when we heal, we flourish, and we all do this collectively. We all do this together. It makes a difference how you as an individual feel and how that impacts those around you. So it's a gift to heal. Anyways, I was just thinking about, wow, Pi, this 1 year journey is coming closer to an end, less than 2 months now, because it's just about mid-November and I started in January, so the end of December. Was I perfect? Did I make every single day? No, I did not. And that's okay, because that's human and things come up. And I'm noticing as we get closer towards the end here that things are coming up, that I'm invited to conversations and creative endeavors and working on my own. And that's like attracting opportunities to meet people and to get to work on different things. And this is exactly the path that I was dreaming of. It's exactly the path that I wanted. And each conversation and each step towards that direction is living that dream. So it's very neat to see how it's unfolding, and I'm very grateful and appreciate all of you who have been with me on this journey, and even those of you who join even after the journey has taken place, but you get to watch it unfold. And I truly, truly hope that it helps even just one other person out there to see that we are all our own hero, if you will. We're all on our own hero's journey. We all have to discover ourselves and find our voice in this life. And at the end of the day, it's a choice, how you will choose, how you will respond to what's in your life, how you will choose to heal what's part of your life, because we don't get to control everything that's part of our lives, but the only thing we have control over is what's inside, and that is our greatest power. So thank you for being with me on this journey. I am so glad that you're here, and I hope it helps you too. I'll see you tomorrow.